Hello, good morning, everyone. It is Monday, July the 24th. Happy Monday, everyone. I hope everyone had a good weekend and ready to kick off the work week here. Okay, so channeled messages and card of the day. We're still with the Rider Wyatt deck for this. So we start out with the collective energy. This is energy that could be affecting you, also those around you. Okay, so something to be aware of. And then after this, we will run through and pull a card for each sign. Later today, we'll be doing the astrology forecast for the week, so stay tuned for that as well. Okay. All right, card of the day. So starting out the week, we have collective energy being the Eight of Swords here. All right, so let's look at this card. Okay, can I get it a little closer without being annoying here? Can we see that okay? All right, so if we look at this card, this woman is bound and blindfolded and surrounded to the left and to the right of swords, like a trap. Okay, but let's notice something here. Okay, there's no swords in front of her, so there is a clear path out. And if we look, she's very loosely bound. Okay, so this is important. Swords represent air energy. Air represents the mental space or mental energy. So this is essentially a state of mental torment from the self. So being mentally tormented, feeling mentally trapped. To a lesser degree, we may just feel like we're in a bit of a funk today. We're not quite feeling like ourselves, particularly if you're an air sign. Okay, Gemini specific, I'm hearing. Doesn't have to be that, but air signs would be particularly susceptible to coming under the influence of this energy. And I mean, we look at the landscape here, and the water depicted here is almost like muddy puddles, right? Water we know represents the emotional space. So not a lot of emotion, much more heavily in the mental space today. And this is a card that is associated with a bit of a lower vibration because we're essentially tormenting ourselves with not just one thing, with a ton of things. Okay, this is the rabbit hole. Folks, you've heard me kind of say going down the rabbit hole. This is like one thing that goes wrong, one thing that happens, and then we let ourselves go down this trail of like everything is wrong, nothing is going right, or we just find all these other things to kind of worry about or think about, all of that sort of thing. And we're not seeing clearly because we're not thinking clearly. Okay, so we are, this is the collective energy of the day. So one of the reasons I do these readings is for awareness. Okay, meditate in the morning, here this morning, set a powerful intention of the day, take frequent breaks for expressions of gratitude. Okay, gratitude is a very, very high vibration. Okay, you cannot be grateful and angry at the same time. You cannot be grateful and worried at the same time. They cannot exist simultaneously. So that will help combat this energy, and also just be mindful that others may be in this energy as well. So this is a day where people could be easily triggered, and people are just kind of standing on the edge of the rabbit hole, and like one little thing could send them in the rabbit hole. Same goes for you, standing on the edge, one little thing. So stopping that momentum before it really gets going, it is critical. And I know that's easier said than done. If one thing pops up, let it be minor, let it stay minor. Don't let it start the train that just goes round and round and round and just won't stop. Okay, because you'll end up like this. There's a clear way out. You can easily get out, but you just can't see it because you're too wrapped up in all the wrongness. Okay, somebody open up a window and let some of the wrong out, because that's like what this energy is. All right, let's see. What time are we at? Okay. I'm trying to get a little better here with timestamps. Okay, Aries. So we're at like 6:11. Aries. Okay, Three of Wands. Excuse me. I really do apologize for that, folks. It happens when I'm channeling. I apologize. So, Aries, this is the energy of waiting. Okay, so we've poured a lot of time, energy, effort, emotion, maybe even finances into something. And, our ship just hasn't come in yet. And this is like, we're annoyed, is just kind of what I'm hearing. This can be frustration, but the word I'm hearing is annoyed. It's annoying. It shouldn't be this hard. I'm also hearing. So you could be in that energy of getting a little bit annoyed or getting a little bit frustrated. Like, when is it going to be my time? When am I going to see something positive from all this effort? Excuse me. You could be waiting on a particular person. I'm just hearing, and you're going to be waiting a while. Okay, I get the sense you've been waiting, and there's a long time to wait, if ever, for that particular person. If that applies to you, I'm sorry to say, especially if it's a third party situation. Okay, that person isn't really going anywhere if they're otherwise involved. But you're still waiting. That's the thing. That's the thing, Aries. You're still waiting. So you're particularly susceptible to this collective energy. Okay, Taurus. I don't always take popped cards, folks. I sometimes do, sometimes don't. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so we have 8:35. Okay, Taurus. All right, so we're keeping our composure today, or we could be challenged to keep our composure today. Okay, this is a day where we could be a little bit in this energy, but we're very stoic about it. Okay, so this is keeping emotions bottled up. This is not expressing emotions. For some of you, because it's not like appropriate to do so, I'm just hearing like in the workplace, nobody wants to have a meltdown, in the workplace. And so it's like we have to maintain our composure. Somebody's given like some kind of presentation today as well. I'm just hearing. So Taurus, specifically, like if you're dealing with a water sign, in terms of like an intimate partnership, I'm just going to even say, even like a friendship or something. There could be some like underlying tensions in that friendship, in that relationship, or in that situationship. And we could see those underlying tensions really wanting to bubble up to the surface. So I'm just hearing like you could be like tasting blood, you're biting your tongue so hard today, because this is like very much being stoic, maintaining our composure here today, being very mm, like solid as a rock, like poker face, like got to maintain my composure. Okay, Gemini. I don't always take popped cards, folks. I sometimes do, I sometimes don't. It just depends for me. And if you're at all interested in why that is, you can drop something in the comments. I'll explain it in another video. Okay, Gemini. Okay, the weight of obligation, feeling a bit burdened today. This could be the release of burdens for some of you. Okay, so some Geminis, you're really focused on getting things off the to-do list today, getting things off your mind. Perhaps, as we're under the influence of this collective energy. Okay, so if you skipped ahead to your sign, I do recommend watching the collective, and I recommend that for everyone because it's a combination here. So I'm just hearing there's like two groups here, fitting, for Gemini. So some of you are using this energy as like motivation, right? You're super focused on getting stuff off the to-do list, catching up on chores, or catching up on projects, making headway on things to alleviate some of this obligation, or some of these things that you could feel a bit weighed down by. Okay, so there's some of you that are very motivated by this energy because you don't want to feel this way. So it's like I need to delegate, or I need to do something. I need to make headway on these things so that I'm not carrying this around with me all the time. Okay, other group of Geminis, this is just, it's an energy of feeling burdened, feeling like you're the person that everybody comes to for everything, or feeling like you have no one to go to, and you have all these things burdening your mind, or burdening your day to day life, a lot of obligation, a lot of responsibilities. Maybe it's all on you, Gemini. And we're feeling very burdened by this today. It's like we carry this all the time. I'm just hearing for many of you, you carry these obligations with you day after day after day. But today it's like particularly difficult. It feels particularly heavy. Okay, so you are particularly susceptible to this collective energy, as I think I mentioned before. So, grounding, centering here in the morning, setting positive intentions, getting out into nature, taking frequent breaks for expressions of gratitude. Anything you can do to try to lift your vibration will be helpful if you are in that group. Okay. All right, Cancerians. Sorry, one moment. All right, seven of cups, Cancerians. So you could feel in your element today. Um, Lots of options. Okay, we know this. If you watch tarot, if you read tarot, this card represents having a lot of options. But let's look at it. Okay, because all of these cups represent like different options. Okay, some of them could be tangible things here that are being presented to you. Others could be options that are like presented by the universe or maybe a little less tangible. And I hope that makes sense. But if we look at all these different options, and this person who's like contemplating all these different options, like what to choose, what to choose, what to choose, which way to go, what is right, what is wrong, what if I make the wrong choice? I'm just hearing all these things as I'm channeling. So, as you're considering all these options, we have to take into account they're presented on a cloud. Okay, what do clouds do? Right? They pass through. Clouds don't stay in one place for very long. I know that's subjective, but I mean, you don't see the same cloud in the sky for like days or weeks at a time, do you? If you do, I'd be interested to hear about that. So, this, in other words, it is saying like we need to kind of get clear in our thinking. And today's collective energy is not very good for that. But your energy, Cancerian, is really a need to get clear in your thinking as you consider these options, because, like a cloud, they could start disappearing. Okay, inaction through indecision could lead to some of these options just simply going away, like missing your opportunity because you took too long to decide. Okay. And I'm just hearing like for some of you, you do have multiple options to choose from, and there's like a snake in the bunch. It's just kind of what, I'm being drawn to and kind of what I'm hearing. So there is something to be leery of as you're considering your options. And I would just say, trust your vibes, trust your gut about that, because I feel like you know who the snake is or what the snake is. The snake being like something you want to avoid. All right, Leo. Leo, Queen of Swords. Okay, so we're doubling down on mental energy, being in the mental space for Leo. But this is good because for you, Leos, because it kind of counteracts the collective energy a little bit, because the Queen of Swords, right? She's on her throne. She's in control of the mental space. Okay, so you're a powerful focuser today when it comes to stopping this before it gets too much momentum. And again, if you skipped ahead to your sign, go back and watch the collective energy, because it is a combination here. So you are a powerful focuser, on the edge of that rabbit hole, and stopping that momentum before you get going too much. For some of you, you could be faced with some type of decision here today. I'm just hearing. And, the Queen of Swords does get a bad rap in some cases. The Queen of Swords is not without emotion. She's not without compassion. Okay, she just knows when it's time to make a tough decision and when tough decisions need to be made. Okay, so for some of you, you've had your head in the clouds, and it is like this sword is coming down to tell you you need to get clear in your thinking. For others of you, this is a realization, new insights, new perspectives, to let you know of people, places, things, habits, choices that you're making in your life that aren't serving you anymore. Okay, and it's time to kind of come up with a plan to eliminate those things. Okay, Virgo. Okay, seven of swords. Excuse me. Seven of Swords for Virgo. So, again, this is another card that gets a bad rap. I mean, this person is often depicted as a thief, hauling ass in the night, taking what he can. And it can be that energy, and sorry for the cussing. It can be that energy. But what I get for you today, Virgo, is this being more of an energy of like the another interpretation of this card, which is that this is a person who sees trouble starting over here. Trouble is brewing over here. So this person, these are his own belongings, and he's gathering up what he can carry, and he's getting out of there before trouble reaches him. Okay, and we do see that some things are left behind. It isn't without disappointment that we leave things behind, but this is like cutting your losses, taking what you can from the situations, lessons learned. This could be tangible items. All right. Some of you could be moving and moving in a hurry here this week. And today could be significant to that move for some reason. But the primary, as I'm channeling, the primary message that I get for this for Virgos is cutting your losses and gathering up what you can and trying to see what you can learn from a situation. And a little bit of like disappointment for the things that we must leave behind. And there is something like with the color red for Virgos. So I don't really know how that resonates with you. You can let me know in the comments if you feel like it, but there is something about the color red. Okay, Libra, Libra, Libra. Okay, Two of Cups for Libra. So you could be primarily focused on partnerships today, intimate partnerships, friends, family, colleagues, those you hold near and dear. As I channel today, this comes across much more of an energy of all partnerships. Okay, so this card is never, never, never exclusive to intimate partnerships. Okay, this symbol up here represents commerce. Okay, so this is business partnerships as well. So we could find harmony. We could be seeking advice from a trusted mentor or friend today about this collective stuff that's coming through. This is a good day for reaching out, for networking. If you have that list of hot leads, cold leads, this would suggest that it's a good day to attempt engagement with those folks. Overall good day for new partnerships, overall good day for nurturing existing partnerships. Okay, so a higher vibration there for Libra, focusing on giving and exchanging gratitude, energy of reciprocity with the people in your life. So it's a positive energy coming in to combat this collective energy a bit for Libras. Okay, Scorpio. All right, major arcana, major energy. You could be dealing with a Libra just because we have like the double twos coming across, and every card in the deck, every two in the deck relates back to the major arcana, to the high priestess, and it amplifies the message. So increased signs and synchronicities. We also do see the crescent moon under the high priestess's foot here, which again indicates an increase to your own natural intuition. So Scorpio, trust your vibes today. Signs, synchronicities, the universe, your spirit guide, departed loved ones, even source, whatever term you want to use, is speaking very loudly to you today, and you are getting much of that information. Okay, but it could be a very mentally ambiguous day. Okay, so deciphering what's coming from you and what's coming from spirit or the universe could be difficult. Let me tell you, the best way to do that is things that come from spirit and the universe don't feel bad. Okay, they don't feel low vibration. I hope that helps. You can check out my website. There's a bunch of articles on your intuition and the way the universe and spirit connect with you. They're free, so check it out if you're interested. Links in the description. But you're also, sorry. Scorpio, going back to your main energy of the day, it is that increased intuition, increased signs, synchronicities, messages from the universe or spirit. So it is a day of information gathering, and there could be some unknown truths revealed. Okay, you could stumble upon some information. You could accidentally overhear a conversation, a private conversation I'm hearing for some of you. So there could be some type of truth revealed to you today. And for some reason, I'm just hearing it's like you discover this truth, but your lips are sealed. You're not really talking about it, at least not yet. So meditate here this morning, ground and center, to be in this energy rather than this, because your people in spirit, the universe, is always talking to you, but they are particularly trying to get through to you today, Scorpio. All right, Sagittarius. Oh, look at that. 9 of Swords. Okay, so I mean, this would suggest, Sagittarius, that we have this progression of energy that takes place from the collective energy. If you skipped ahead to your sign, go back and watch the collective energy of the day, because it would appear that you have an incredibly difficult time combating this collective energy. Something could happen to really trigger this 9 of Swords energy, a betrayal or something, I'm hearing. Or you could be beating yourself up. I'm also hearing beating yourself up, being your own worst critic, being your harshest judge. And then there's like a lot of like what ifs I'm hearing. So this is the mental train that just won't stop. This is essentially the swords that are trapping this person. So, Sagittarius, the best I can say is try to stop this momentum before it gets going too much. So when you get that initial trigger, uh, immediately argue it or debate it away, or do something completely different. Get out into nature, take a walk, sit down and demand of yourself that you write some positive aspects, things that you feel positive about in your life, things that you're grateful for, things that you're grateful for about yourself, just to interrupt the momentum. Okay, so we can stop it at one sword before it gets to nine. Because if it gets here, there's just too much momentum at that point. Like the best you can do is just take a nap or uh, ride it out as best as possible, and get to sleep and try again tomorrow. Because as you sleep, momentum subsides. So the best we can do today is be very, very deliberate and intentional about monitoring your thoughts. Here, Sagittarius, very intentional about what you're consuming and monitoring your thoughts, monitoring your emotions, and frequent breaks for gratitude. Even if it's just stopping and admiring a picture that you walk by every day, you hardly notice that it's there anymore. That sort of thing. Okay, some of you have a quilt that is very sentimental to you. So I'm just hearing like the person who made you that quilt is with you, and thinking of memories of that person could bring you relief from this energy, or could stop that momentum here today. That's for like one person, I can imagine. Okay. Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn. So it would appear that you're really in your element today. So you could find that the people around you, the energy around you, is very tumultuous. People are crabby. People are easily triggered. That sort of thing. You seem to be like just kind of ignoring it. Okay, just like I don't want to be wrapped up in that drama, and good for you, Capricorn. It's like I'm just not going to engage in that. So this is a nurturing of yourself. You're nurturing your vibration today. You're not getting wrapped up in the drama or the mess of the collective energy today. We see she's looking down here at this coin, so you could be very focused on your finances today or your stability in life, ways to increase that for some of you, or feeling a great appreciation for the stability that you do have. Could be both for some of you. Okay, so we're also very grounded and centered today. Meditation, great every day. Particularly great for you this morning, setting powerful intentions for the day. Um, yeah, this is, a bit of a higher vibration, but it is being very focused here in the present, being focused in the present moment. So somebody or some of you are really in practices of like mindfulness, Eckhart Tolle, the power of now, that sort of thing, which is all great. But there is a financial aspect or an aspect that connects back to our stability here in this physical world. So you're encountering this energy here today, and you're just like not having it. Good for you. All right, Aquarius. Okay, major arcana, the Hierophant. There could be something that triggers change. Okay, in numerology, fives represent change. This could be related to work. I'm just hearing. There also could be some type of change to your belief systems, to your perspectives when it comes to things outside of yourself. Okay, so something greater than you, a force greater than you. Could be organized religion for some of you. But this is feeling, I guess the best way to put it is feeling, more spiritual today. So we are connecting with our inner beings. We're connecting with our energy. We're maybe more focused in the 5D today. Excuse me, Aquarius. So you could have some practices around manifestation, law of attraction, law of assumption, sound frequencies. I'm just hearing for someone. So you can be very focused on being intentional about your vibration, doing some type of energy healing. It is a good day for Reiki or other forms of energy healing if that resonates with you. Clearing away blockages, things that no longer serve. And there could be some people that you're finding you can really trust. Okay, so you could be bringing some people into the fold. Okay, some people have earned your trust. I'm just hearing for someone. But this is a day where we're a bit more spiritually inclined, or we're a bit more in the 5D, a little bit more disconnected from this physical reality here today for Aquariuses. Excuse me. Okay, Pisces. Okay, Pisces. Okay, some more sword energy, more thought energy, amplifying for you, the collective card of the day. So I'm going to say it again. If you skipped ahead to your sign, I would recommend for everyone going back and watching the collective, because it's a combination, right? The collective is not like separate from your sign. It's in combination. Okay. So some of you could be really looking for ways to get ahead today. I'm just hearing. So things have been rocky. Things have been tough. We're really looking to escape that rockiness, to persevere, to make forward progress in a positive way. Some of us, we really want that forward progress, not so much for ourselves, but for our loved ones, for our family, for our children. Okay, for some of you. Okay, but here's the thing, like, look at this card. Okay, you see the swords in the boat, right? That's like the cargo. So this is essentially saying, like, be careful not to take your old patterns, your old habits, or your old belief systems with you. So before you set sail here, Pisces, you want to look at this energy objectively, okay? Be an observer of thought patterns. Be an observer of old, outdated belief systems that don't serve you anymore, anything that doesn't serve you anymore. Because as we push ahead, we don't want to take those things with us. It's essentially, it's breaking the cycle of those things that aren't serving anymore, that you've been carrying with you for a while, is kind of what I'm hearing. And an overall message of a great desire to get ahead, to move forward in some way, shape, or form. Okay, for some of you, that's financially. For some of you, that's in a relationship or partnership. For some of you, you want to see progress with a person of interest. And for others of you, you just want some relief from the day-to-day grind or day-to-day struggles. Whatever it means for you, there is a strong message of a need to think about what we need to release so that we do not take those things with us as we forge ahead. Okay. That should be everybody. And it is. Okay. So we will be back here at some point to do the astrology overview for the day. The astrology last week was just bananas. I mean, it was just a crazy week, astrologically speaking. So I got to pull charts and gather up and summarize what's happening this week, and I will do that. And so stay tuned for that. Beware of this energy. Okay, ground center, frequent breaks for gratitude, frequent breaks for appreciating yourself. Okay, try to be an observer of your thoughts today. Try to be an enforcer of your thoughts today. Okay, stand guard at your mind, and don't allow the momentum to get going. And I know that's easier said than done, but the best thing to do is try to stop that negative momentum before it gets too much power behind it. Okay, that's the best we can do. All right, so I hope this was helpful. Links in the description box for lots of other content that is free, and available on other platforms. And if you would like a reading, that information is available there too. And I hope this was helpful for you, and I will see you tomorrow. So like, share, subscribe, comment, those good things. Thank you so much. Have a great Monday, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you. Take care.